Okay, so I just wanted to share this. I wanted to let everyone out there know. I know a lot of riggers will just disconnect a main, and I have this little device that I use that keeps the risers as they came off the container. Um, but a lot of riggers will just take the rig, put the main aside, and then once they're done doing the inspection of the rig and the repack, the reserve, they will reconnect the main, thus just attaching the main, and normally they will just put it back in, figuring, oh, well, I took it off this way, it's fine. Some riggers use little bags that they snap them onto. PD makes these bags. Manufacturers use these bags when they're doing demos and things, but I have a little, a little tool that I use. But no matter what, I always take the canopy off, and then after I'm done with everything, the components of a container system are, as well, the risers, the deployment bag, the pilot chute, and the bridle. So those components need to also be inspected. So if you don't take this all apart, how will you know that those components are good? So again, I'm not faulting anybody or telling anybody I'm better than you, but in my experience in the past 15 years. So in the past 15 years, 16 years of being a rigger, I have found that I've found some interesting errors along the way, and this happened to be one of them. So, the pack job looks okay, that's great, whatever. Again, without actually taking everything apart, unless a customer says, I want my main to be inspected, normally a rigger will pull this apart and put it back together and then just reconnect it and leave the back job that came with it. Now, how do you inspect the deployment bag fully unless you take the canopy out? How do you inspect everything if you're not looking at it? So in this case, this is perfect example of why, another reason why. So if in you looking at this, you can tell me what's wrong, fantastic, good job, good eye. But I just want to show you. So this person brought this rig to me, and this is a potential malfunction. If you don't know what the malfunction is, it is basically when they put in the toggles, whomever packed the main didn't just put one toggle above the ring into the cat's eye, but they put two, both, into the cat eye above the ring. So basically that could potentially be one or two toggle fires. So it's likely that if I put my leg on this, it's probably not going to happen because I want it to. That if this were to pull on this, let's just say, oh, see, look, there it is, right? So you got one toggle fire, right? So we got one toggle fire out. So you can just imagine. So here's your malfunction, okay? So what we want to do, and since this other one is still in, and I want to show you, you saw obviously that that's going to come out. So let's just say this person now has a malfunction. They just had a reserve pack. Fantastic. Either way, this is knowledge for anybody. So what you want to do when you set these, and bear with me because I've got to hold this right here, you want to actually not set this above the ring. You need to pull this below the ring. That is going to be here as opposed to here. And the reason that this one popped out on the other side was because it was set above the ring. So when we put it below the ring, we're pulling the cat eye below the ring. We're then putting it into the keeper, pulling that excess, and now that's the proper way to stow it. Now this one would not fire. So please everyone, skydivers, jumpers, riggers, packers, everybody out there, especially if you're packing, always make sure this is what you're seeing. You're seeing that, this loop, this cat eye, okay? you're going to have it coming below the ring. So visually look at that. Okay? I'm going to do it again the way that it was set so that you can understand what it looks like if it's done improperly. So please, please be mindful of what you're doing, because as you saw in what I did, this was on the ground and one toggle came out. So we don't know what would have happened if it was in the air. This is what we're looking at. That's incorrect. So hopefully this will help somebody from having a malfunction. Also, riggers, again, you know what? Everybody has their own practices, but I don't know how you can inspect these components. You don't necessarily have to inspect somebody's main thoroughly. You can pull it out. If you don't feel like packing the main, get somebody to pack the main. To me, I would give somebody a free repack on their main, which is part of my methodology. I don't know if that's a word, but my choice is that I repack the main for free. So you get a free repack. That also, I don't fully inspect it unless they ask me to. I take a look over it. If I see anything wrong within reason, I check. But that is an issue. So please, please be mindful. Check your toggles. And again, just a note for riggers, in my experience, take everything out. And even if you have something like this or a bag that you connect it to, reconnect the main and then do a continuity check, which involves taking it out of the bag and walking it down. Then repack it. If you don't want to repack the main, have someone else do it, or leave it for the customer to have to take care of it. I hope this helps somebody out there. This definitely helped that person so that they didn't have this happen. But again, I'm going to go through it one more time just to show you the proper way to do it. This is incorrect. What you want to do is bring it below. So that's called the cat eye. Below this ring. Okay? You're going to put the top of the toggle in. You're going to get the toggle in there. And you're going to pull in the excess. You'll be able to see it. And then, of course, this one has, depending on the type of riser and the type of toggle, you're then set. You set your excess. This is the way that it should look. Hope this helps everybody. Blue skies, safe landings, safe pack jobs, hopefully no malfunctions. Hope everybody learned something.